Hey everybody, today we're going to do some gravel riding. So I'm bringing along my trusty Halt. That will stop a mean dog in its tracks, and it doesn't hurt him. I've had to use it several times. Almost every time I ride in the gravel, I have to use that stuff. It absolutely works. And every time I've had to use it, I've just seen the dog stop right in his tracks and casually walk back to his house. I've never heard one yelp or anything like that. I think just the act of spraying something at the dog itself does the trick. Or their nose, their sense of smell is so strong that they get a little whiff of the pepper spray and they're done. Here we are, we're going down Page Hill. Nice descent here, a little muddy. Yep, got a little splatter on the camera there. One of the things I want to talk about today is that you can get somewhere on a bicycle. You can get some mileage in a short amount of time. You can go very fast. Obviously, that was a downhill descent, but now we've got a nice level ground, so you can maintain that speed for quite a while. You're going to slow down, back to normal. But when you're on level ground and when you're descending, you can really go at a pretty good rate. There are a lot of situations where I'm in town and I'm riding along right with traffic, 25 mile an hour. Now I don't go as fast on the mountain bike. Today I'm on my 29-inch Trek Excalibur 8. I love that thing. It is a great off-road mudding bicycle. So here we are on a nice gentle downhill slope, running about 20-25. So it's really not that. If you have a nice bike, you're not going to go as slow as you would think. It's funny, when I'm riding on my Treks and I go through town, like the people with Walmart bikes or the kids on their bikes will be riding along, and I'll just go flying past them like they're standing still. And a lot of that is simply the difference between a decent bike and a Walmart bike. One of the things I want to talk about too is there are different styles of riding, and I tend to ride like a roller coaster. For example, right here, I'm riding very slow. Very slow. The ground was really soft, and so it's basically like trying to pedal on a flat tire when your tire's cutting into the mud like that. So I'm just going real slow right here. This was an incline too. This was going uphill right here. But I like to think of my riding style as like a roller coaster. That's the hills to where it's like clink, 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 and you're going up. I put it in the easy gear. I just pedal easy. And then when you crest the hill, it's like a roller coaster. You begin to speed up. So what I do is I conserve most of my energy for the flat and the downhill. When I'm riding uphill or against the wind, I use as little force, as little energy as I possibly can. That way I conserve all my energy for the places where it feels good. Like when the wind is behind me, all it takes is a little bit of effort on the pedals to give you that much more speed. And when you're downhill, sure, you can coast downhill. That's no problem. But you can really go fast downhill when you put some pressure into the pedals as well. And the truth is, you're not going to go fast uphill no matter how hard you pedal. Even if you give it 100% of your effort, you're still not going to go fast up a steep hill. So why waste the effort? Put it down in granny low and chug up that hill like a tractor. And then when you crest the top of that hill, that's when you hammer down. But your riding style is completely up to you. I have friends that spin really fast in a lower gear, and I have friends that put it in a high gear and they grind real slowly. I have friends that maintain the same speed no matter how fast they, or no matter what the conditions are, they ride at that same pace all the time. Our team captain Larry is that way. It's the same pace all the time. Not too fast, not too slow. Just a nice, quick, medium pace. And he can do it whether it's up a hill, on the flat, against the wind. It don't matter. But the reason I like bicycling so much is you get somewhere on a bike. You can actually make some ground. If you go out on a bike just for an afternoon, you can go 50, 60 miles. This was a very fun descent. We're over 30 mile an hour here. Being I'm a heavier guy, and that's my heaviest bike, you can get some pretty good speed going down hills with all that weight. The fastest recorded speed I've ever hit was on my old mountain bike, my old Trek 3700, and I hit 40, I think it was 44 miles an hour going down the hill by Gowan School in Montrose. I smoke most cyclists down hills because I'm heavier. My favorite is get the wind behind you and just a slight decline, and I'll just hammer down. I'll put it in my hardest gear, my highest gear, and I'll just hammer down. Really having some fun riding the gravels on this Excalibur. The 29-inch wheels, you can hit all the mud holes and potholes you want, and it just rolls right over them. It's definitely an all-terrain bike. So here we are. It's like a roller coaster again. I slow down until I crest the hill, and then the speed picks back up again. Here we are on the home stretch. This was a 9.55 mile ride. I kind of lost a lot of energy after about 5 miles. But this was a pre-breakfast ride. So, I had had no food yet. And, that's a good way to help with weight loss. Gotta get the mail. But yeah, normally I would, if I was going on a long ride, I would obviously eat something before I left. And Boss Dogs get happy to see me back home. And I just thought I would roll right on down to the front door. Good ride. See you next time.